Oh, hamburger juice. It's your boy, Smoke Screeners Prime.
Alright fam, let's talk about the 86 Optimus Prime, baby. And this right here fam is the quintessential Optimus Prime. There's already videos out there of this guy, the transformations and everything. I just got him, just found him at Target yesterday. But all I want to do fam is just show you a few of the different variations of Optimus Prime that we got. And just bring in the fact that all figures don't have to have great detail, detail. They don't have to have great detail. It just depends on what you like. Remember, there are movie figures, there are comic figures, cartoon figures. They're all different, fam. Like this is the cartoon 86 figure, fam. It is different than this movie figure right here that came out from the Bumblebee movie. As you can see, this one from the Bumblebee movie has a lot better detail, a lot more detail than the Prime to the left that I'm talking about, because it is from the movie, it is from the cartoon. So I don't understand why people get upset when there's not as much detail about a figure compared to the cartoon. If you want detail, then you get a figure like the Prime over there. I'm not saying this Prime, but a figure that has detail like the Prime on the left on the right from the movie. If you just want a cartoon fig that doesn't give you as much detail, but just gives you the aesthetic look of the cartoon, then you would go for the Prime to the left. To each his own, family. If you want both, you want both. So I still don't get it why people get upset because something doesn't have as much detail, but it is what it is. But let's get back to the 86 Prime. Here's a comparison of the Prime from the War for Cybertron that a lot of people really love. This movie, one of the best movies there is. Really love him. You can see the height difference. He's actually one of the shorter Primes that's out there. You can see the height difference, the style difference. He does have slightly more. Actually, I'll take that back. His detail is not that great as well. There's a couple of little hits where things are a little detailed, a little better down up in here in this area, and maybe down here. But for all in all, again, you pick the one you want, fam. Here's the one from the Rise of the Beast, and he has more detail as well. Still irritated me that they put two insignias on here when Prime would only have one. So I don't know what's going on with the two. They didn't pay attention. But again, you can see that this Prime for the Beast is almost as tall as the 86, almost. And the detail is a lot better than this one. Again, explaining why is you just pick your poison, fam. Whichever one you want. Then we come down to the Optimus from the animated series, and as you can see, he doesn't have a lot of great detail as well. It's mostly just the aesthetic, showing you how the cartoon was. So you get what you get. Some are gonna have great detail, some are not, fam. Okay, now here we go. And this is the Prime that was our main Prime for a while. That came with the tiny trailer. It was ridiculously too small. And to me, this Prime to the right was entirely too small as well for me. He was just too small. But the new 86 Prime is the size Prime should be, according to me. Let's take a look at a couple of quick comparisons. Well, a quick comparison of another fig that was always with Prime. Well, not always, but most of the time he was with Prime, and he was a fig that appeared to have a lot more size than most as far as the Autobots go. Now, there was never a definite on who was Optimus' right-hand man. but to me it always seemed like it was Ironhide. Now I know that in the 86, Prowl was kind of considered like one of his lieutenants, and Jazz was one of his lieutenants, was his lieutenant as well. But Ironhide to me always seemed like he was that right hand man to Prime, and here he looks a little smaller, I think, than what he was in the comics. I mean, not the comics, the cartoon. But to me, I don't mind Prime towering like that. I just like Prime to be towering and more imposing. Now, this right here is the Yola Park kit on the right, and man, this is awesome Optimus Prime that you put together, and it's not like other kits. It basically has the parts where you put together, but most of it is already together. It's kind of like snapping Legos together with this guy, but he has the bendability, has everything you want. Plus, he also has lights. I don't have batteries in there to show you the lights, how his eyes move and stuff. I'm not moving, but lights up and whatnot, it flickers. But yeah, this guy was the quintessential Optimus Prime to me, the best version of Optimus Prime. But if you look at it, he has metallic in him, so it's not like the cartoon. But man, that is an awesome looking Optimus Prime. Awesome. I love how they got like some scratches and stuff in there, battle damage and whatnot. And again, this guy was who I would use as far as in robot mode when I would do pictures and stuff like that. Once I got him, I would use this guy as far as pictures. Even though he stood a lot bigger than I wanted, I would have loved it if he was the size of the Prime on the left, the 86, but it is what it is. But as you can see, the 86 looks great next to him, looks a lot like this guy. Going down where you can see how the feet are and everything. I mean, it looks great. Looking to the side, you can see now. Remember, the one on the right, this the Yola Park, he does not transform. This is a kit, but again, he just looks awesome, and you can see the 86, man, looks good too. The backpack is not crazy big. Again, for a transforming Optimus, man, he looks good. I can't remember the name of the masterpiece that everyone says he basically derived from, but yeah, he looks great. You can see what Prime has gray over here, metallic, whatever. He has white, but they have the blue thong in the back and everything. But yeah, man, they both look great. This was a great Optimus Prime through and through. Their weapons, over their glasses look great. Prime's is the darker color. That one is more kind of grayish metallic for the 86. And I will say the 86 holds it a lot better because it has the plug. It has the whole, it has where you can plug it into Prime's hand, compared to the Yola Park where it has the pin on the side that you can put in. And even though he can hold it good, sometimes it's a little flimsy. But all in all, man, I love that Yola Park. I love that Prime. But this 86, man, he's right up there with him. We all know this Megatron is entirely too small. I actually have the back of his heels tilted up to give him a little bit more height so that you can kind of see. But if I have him flat, that's how he is, and he's just too small. Now, the one thing that I found, I had this guy a while back, like a few years back, is this guy right here. And this is a knockoff of the Megatron I just showed you. Let me just do this right here. This is a knockoff of that guy, but he's in the darker gray. And I wanted Megatron to be more imposing, a lot bigger than how they had him. So I got this guy once I saw him, and he's a whole lot expensive. I mean, not expensive. He's a lot less expensive than the Megatron to my right, at least at that time. Now, I don't know what this 86 Megatron is going to look like. I hope he's somewhere around this guy's height and not exactly the same size as the 86 Prime, because I always liked it that Prime had, it always seemed like Prime had an uphill battle with Megatron. And if they're going to have him to where he just becomes a tank again and not the gun, which is what it appears to be, I'm not even worried about that guy. This is going to be the Megatron that I use. Again, this is a third party, a knockoff Megatron. I can't remember the name exactly. You'd have to look it up online for third party knockoffs for Transformers, because I've had this guy probably for about 4 years, I think it's about 4 years I've had this guy, maybe a little longer. But this is an awesome Megatron. It does the same transformation as the ones that you've seen before, but let's just get back to Prime. Oh no, this is a great Optimus Prime figure, but I want to talk just a little bit about the trailer, not going into any accessories because you've seen them all before. This was definitely an improvement, with the trailer being a whole lot bigger. It is darker. It doesn't have the stripe like it did with the toy back in the day, but it looks good. I love that big Autobot symbol and everything else. I love how it has the storage in the back. I'm not gonna go through all that because y'all seen that before, but this was a great improvement. However, I have a third-party trailer that is my ultimate Optimus Prime trailer to me. Now, this is a third party, and it came for the Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime. Now, he didn't have a trailer in the cartoon, but still the fact that they gave him one, I really appreciate. Now, let's take a look at this one here. Now, as you can see, this trailer even trounces the new Optimus Prime trailer, and I'm really digging. I really love the look of this trailer right here. This one is great, but I really love the size of this trailer. But this is a close second. But as you can see, man, it is massive. But just a little food for thought. Again, you can go back and look at it. It was the Assault Boxcar, which is a third party for the Transformers Prime Optimus Prime trailer. Oh, and wanted to make sure we see how Prime sits up with Grimlock, and that is awesome. Grimlock should be towering over Prime. This is an awesome looking Prime, awesome looking Grimlock. 86 line is all the Transformers that I need. The 86 line. The one issue I have, but it's no big deal, is that the inside doesn't look that great. There's not a lot of detail in there. Just about, matter of fact, yeah, every Optimus Prime had detail in there with the Matrix. All of them has that detail in there. Has detail. So the ones that come with a Matrix anyway. And so that's not a deal breaker for and this will be the last one I show right here. See the great detail. However, the fact that he doesn't have all that is not a deal breaker for me. There is some detail, but there's no metallic look, and I'm not going to be having Prime just open like that, seeing the inside of his chest. But one thing that was cool that they did have this piece right here that none of the other Primes have, that he showed in the movie, and Magnus has the same thing. So I think that's pretty awesome right there. This right here is the ultimate transforming Optimus Prime so far at this time. But for me, I don't need anything else. This is the last. This is probably the last Optimus Prime. Definitely the last Optimus Prime in regards to the 86 era that I will ever get. So let your boy know, is this a pass? Is this a grab? I know it's a grab. I know it's a grab. And like a fat kid in dodgeball, I'm out, baby. And don't forget to like and subscribe.